Recording in progress.
So we were discussing the excretion part of the among the characteristics of the living organism that they excrete. And in excretion, I was telling you that there is uh, it is the removal of the waste products from the body, right? Such as carbon dioxide or some other
Yes.
substances. And I was telling you about the metabolism. You get the idea about metabolism.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like metabolism is like it's like the reactions that like it's like it makes up food energy and
Hmm.
food in your body.
Okay.
No, like it converts like food into
Hmm.
energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was basically I was telling you that in metabolism we discuss about the chemical processes. The chemical processes which are
Yeah.
happening in our body are
Mm-hmm.
are concerned with the metabolism. Now I will tell you about the different things in metabolism. Firstly, metabolism is a general terminology, right? It is, you can say,
Yeah.
the set of chemical reactions is metabolism. Set of chemical reactions is metabolism. Now, metabolism is of two types. There are two basic categories of metabolism. There is catabolism. Okay. Is my screen visible? Is this
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
There is catabolism and there is anabolism. Okay. In catabolism, it is that set of chemical reactions in which there is. Can you tell me what can be the things in the catabolism or anabolism? You have any idea? Have you discussed this before?
Uh, like I don't know about catabolism, but I'm pretty sure anabolism is like
Hmm.
inside your body.
Hmm. These two processes happening in the body. I am saying metabolism. These are two types of metabolism. Okay, there is catabolism and anabolism. They both are the types of metabolism. Okay, in catabolism is that type of chemical reaction in which there is breakdown. Okay, remember this thing from the kata. Kata means catalysis. It means breakdown. So it is the process in which energy is released. Energy in your body. Energy is released in result of breakdown of different substances, okay, in your body.
Yeah.
So this is known as catabolism. If someone asks you, it will be in the in your IGCSE. We will discuss in detail as well. But now you must know metabolism. What is metabolism? It is just you can simply say the set of chemical reactions which are happening inside living organism. Okay,
Yeah.
and those chemical reactions are subcategorized into two categories. There is catabolism and there is anabolism. Catabolism means it is that set of chemical reaction in which energy is released in result of breakdown of different substances. Okay. Always remember in catabolism, whenever you have catabolism, there will be a complex substance. Okay. Firstly, a complex
Yeah.
substance will be there, and that will be, I am giving you the example. There is a complex substance in your body. That complex substance will break down into simple substance. This is known as catabolism. This process is known as catabolism. Okay. Are you getting this? The breakdown of a complex
Yeah.
substance into simple substance is known as catabolism, and in this process, energy will be released. Okay. Energy will release. Let's say, for example, there was you have taken you have an intake of the protein. Okay. Now protein is a complex substance. Okay. This protein will break down
Yeah.
into amino acid in your body. Okay. It will break down into amino acids, and amino acids are smaller as compared to the protein. Okay, protein is much more
Yeah.
complex as compared to amino acids. Amino acids are simple and smaller substances. So when a protein will be break
Yeah.
down in the amino acid in your body, energy will be released, and this process is known as catabolism. Are you getting this? That what is catabolism? Catabolism
Yes.
means breakdown of a complex substance
It's
into
a
Mhm.
different substance.
Into a simple substance, and in this process energy will be released, just like I have given you the example of glucose. A glucose is a bigger molecule, and that glucose will convert into ATP. Okay, ATP is small as compared to the glucose. So in this process, this ATP will release energy. Okay, it will release energy. So this is an example of catabolism. Okay, clear?
Mhm.
And then there is anabolism. What is anabolism? Anabolism is reverse of this. Okay, it is a type of metabolism in which specifically what happens is that it uses the simple substances to create a complex substance. Okay, it uses simple. It is just the opposite of the catabolism. In catabolism, what was happening? There was a complex substance, and that complex substance was converted into simple substance. This was catabolism. Now I am
That
telling you
breaks
that.
down it
So what will happen in
breaks down into
anabolism?
simple substance.
Yes, what will happen in anabolism then?
That it
Hmm.
uses simple substance to go to complex substance.
Yes, this is the opposite of the catabolism. So it uses simple substances to make complex substances. Okay,
Yeah.
this is known as anabolism. Okay, let's say, and in this energy is needed. Okay, because you are building up a complex substance, so energy is needed for this process. Okay, in catabolism, energy was
Yeah.
released, and in anabolism, energy is needed because you are combining smaller particles, just like if you take the example of amino acid, like in your body there are amino acids, and where there is need of protein, those amino acids will build up that protein. Okay, they will combine to form the protein. For this process, you need to provide energy. Okay, energy is provided. Clear? Are you
Yeah.
getting this? Can you repeat what is metabolism and anabolism?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
A metabolism is a set of reaction, and it's separated into
Hmm.
like
It has two categories.
two things like catabolism and anabolism. Yeah,
Hmm.
two categories. Catabolism is like it's like a complex substance. It breaks down into simple substance, and in anabolism, like this,
Hmm.
it uses simple substance to make the complex substance.
Yes, and I told you one more thing yesterday that ATP, the energy will be released in the form of ATP, right? Because ATP is the energy currency of the cell.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a complex substance, that will be converted into simple substance, and ATP will release. In this, in anabolism, you will provide energy in the form of ATP. Okay, you will give the ATP. That ATP will be used up by the amino acids to gain the energy, and then those amino acids will combine to form the protein molecule. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the key difference of metabolism, catabolism, and anabolism. Now, if we see, yes, I was telling you one more thing about the excretion. Whenever we talk about the excretion, there are two main things you must remember the difference, that there is okay, there is excretion and there is egestion. These are two different things. Okay.
Hmm.
Excretion means excretion is the removal of metabolic byproducts, metabolic waste. It is the, let me write it first, then I will tell you. It is the excretion. It is the removal of metabolic byproducts, or you can simply say the waste, metabolic waste. Now, what does it mean? It means, whenever we are saying metabolism is what? It is a set of chemical reactions. So, whenever a chemical reaction is happening in your body, there will be some of the substances that will be waste for the cell and for the body. So, those metabolic waste, the removal of those metabolic waste by your body is known as excretion. Are you clear with this? I'm saying different chemical reactions happen in our body, and during those chemical reactions, some waste products are released in the body. Okay, so you need to remove those waste products, right? That is known as excretion.
Yeah.
Excretion is the removal of metabolic waste. But when we talk about egestion, egestion means it is the it is also the removal, but it is the removal of undigested, unabsorbed food materials, okay, in the form of feces. These are the key differences between excretion and egestion. Okay. In this egestion, what you will know, the undigested or unabsorbed food, it means that unabsorbed food was not used by the body. So that is egestion. But in excretion, what we say, excretion is those waste products which are released in result of some chemical reaction. Can you repeat this?
Like excretion is the removal of the metabolic waste,
Hmm.
and the ejection is the removal of undigested food materials.
Yes, just like urea in the form of urine and sweat. Yeah, sweat. That is also the byproduct of metabolism. Then there is carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide. This is excretion. Okay, removal of the metabolic byproduct. Why I have written carbon dioxide? Because you see carbon dioxide. How carbon dioxide is released when there is cellular respiration. Okay, in your body. When cellular respiration happens, so carbon dioxide is released. So when cellular respiration is happening, what is happening? The chemical reactions are happening, right?
Yeah.
So when the chemical reactions are happening, we say there is metabolism, right? So
Yes.
this carbon dioxide is
Yeah.
what? It is a metabolic waste. Are you getting my point? What I am saying? I am saying carbon dioxide is released in result of cellular respiration in your body. Okay. And can you recall the reaction of cellular respiration? What's that reaction?
The
That is
multicellular and
no,
unicellular.
no, no, no. You have glucose, right? And then glucose get oxygen.
Oh, oh.
Yes, yes. Then what will form?
Uh, C.
This is glucose. This is simply you can say this is glucose. C6H12O6. This is glucose molecule. And we have done this before
Mhm.
that when glucose is oxidized in the presence of oxygen, it tends to do cellular respiration. And what will it produce?
Mhm.
It will produce carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. Okay.
Mhm.
And how many ATPs will be produced from one glucose molecule? From the cellular respiration of one glucose
36.
molecule?
36.
Yes, 36 ATPs will be released. So you see, this is a chemical reaction. Okay, this is a chemical reaction that is happening inside our body, right? So in result of this
Mhm.
chemical reaction, these three products are formed. Water will be used up by your body, ATP will be used up, but carbon dioxide is a waste. Okay, it is a waste. So this will be excreted out. You cannot say that carbon dioxide is egested. Why we cannot say this ejection? Because it carbon dioxide is produced in result of a chemical reaction. It is produced in result of the metabolic process. Okay, this is one of the metabolic process, right?
yeah,
How this is a metabolic process? Simply, I told you, whenever there is a terminology of metabolism, it means a set of chemical reactions. Any chemical reaction that is happening in your body will come under this category. Okay, in the category of metabolism. So the metabolism is happening, and what specific metabolism is happening here? Cellular respiration. Okay, this is cellular respiration. In result of cellular respiration, carbon dioxide, water, and ATP are produced, right? But your body will
mhm,
use water, your body will use ATP, but your body cannot use carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide is a metabolic waste for your body. So it will be excreted out. Okay.
mhm,
Similarly, urea. Urea is released in result of the some of the nitrogenous processes. And sweating is also a result of metabolic process. Okay. These three are excreted. And in example of egestion, you have the example of feces. Okay, that is in feces there is undigested or unabsorbed food material. Okay, this is egestion.
mhm.
Are you clear with this?
Yes.
So yeah, one more thing. The key difference in the plants and animals is that plants can only excrete. Okay, plants can only excrete, but the animals, but the human beings, what they can do? They can do both.
Yeah.
Okay, in plants there is just excretion. They don't do egestion, okay? And human beings can excrete as well as they can do egestion. Clear?
Mhm, yeah.
Okay. Now can you tell me the difference between excretion and egestion?
Excretion is the metabolic waste out of your body,
Hmm.
and egestion is like the removal of like
Unabsorbed. Unabsorbed.
undigested
Yeah,
food
undigested
materials.
and unabsorbed. Unabsorbed mean the food was converted into useful form, but your cells did not absorb that. Okay. Sometime it happens. Not sometime
Okay.
it happens
Yeah.
in you can say throughout the life. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, After some time interval, it happens. Yeah. Back to the slides. There is excretion. If you see, they have mentioned excretion involves removal of waste products. Okay. These are what kind of waste products are these? These are metabolic waste. Okay. Excretion. Whenever there is
Mm,
terminology of excretion, you must keep in mind that this removal of waste is the metabolic waste. It is the waste that is released in result of a chemical reaction. Okay. That is happening in your body.
mhm,
So the carbon dioxide will be excreted out, okay, because it has no use in your body. Living organisms expel these substances from their body in various ways. Okay, there are various ways. Just like how carbon dioxide is excreted from your body.
uh, like we breathe it out.
Yes. And what about sweating? It's on our skin, right?
Sweating it. Yeah.
And urine from the alimentary canal. Okay. So there are different
Mhm,
substances are excreted from different by different means. Okay, by different ways. Clear? Are you clear
mhm,
with this excretion part?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then there is nutrition. Nutrition is the process of obtaining food. There are two things. There are two main categories of the organisms, like the autotrophs and heterotrophs. You know the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs?
And like I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
I knew that like autotrophic only like
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm not that sure. I wasn't
Okay.
that sure.
Okay. Autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food. Okay. Let me write it
Mhm,
over here. The autotrophs. those organisms which can prepare their own food by using natural resources. Okay, they are autotrophs, just like plants. Do you give them bread or something like that? Do we give plants like milk, bread, or anything?
No,
They
no,
prepared, yeah, they
no.
prepared their own food. So those are autotrophs. Remember from
Mhm.
auto. Auto means automatically. They can do auto. So they are autotrophs. So these are those organisms which can prepare their own food by using natural resources. For example, the plants. Okay. And when we talk about the heterotrophs are those organisms which cannot prepare their own food. They rely on other organisms, okay, other organisms and natural resources as well. Okay, what does it mean? Just like the human beings, we eat meat. So meat is what? That is some other organism, right?
Yeah,
And similarly, what can be the natural resources we use for food?
right.
The plants, okay. Those are also the or you can say they are also under this category, the organisms. So heterotrophs, they rely on other things for their food. They cannot prepare their own food. Okay, the heterotrophs cannot prepare their
Mm.
own food just like the human beings. Okay, they will rely on some other organisms, just like we eat the meat of the cow and goat and these things. And similarly, we rely on different plants as well. Okay, the vegetables. Vegetables are from the
Mhm.
category of the plants, right? So this
Yeah.
is the key difference of the autotrophs and heterotrophs. So they have mentioned nutrition is the process of obtaining food. There are two main methods of obtaining food. First is autotrophic nutrition, like the green plants. Okay, these are the
Mhm.
green plants. And heterotrophic nutrition, organisms use ready-made organic compounds. Okay, just like the human beings. We don't. It is not the case that you will first intake sugar, then you will drink water, then you will drink some other thing, and those all things will mix in your stomach. It is not the case. If you want to have a coffee, definitely you will make that coffee first, right? And then you will drink that coffee. So this is what
Yeah.
they have mentioned over here, that the heterotrophic organisms, they cannot prepare their own food. They rely on ready-made food. Okay, already prepared food.
Okay.
Are you clear with this nutrition? What is
Yeah.
autotrophic nutrition? Okay, now can you tell me the difference between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition? Firstly, what is nutrition?
Nutrition is like obtaining food.
Yes, it is the process of obtaining food. How different organisms obtain their food?
Like plants make their own food, and heterotrophic, like they have to find their own food.
Hmm. They rely on
Uh,
natural resources and they prepare their own
like
food.
plants.
That's why
Yep.
they are autotrophic. They are not heterotrophs. They are autotrophs. Okay. There is a spelling mistake. It is written as U. It is auto, just like this. This one, autotrophs. Okay, these are autotrophs. They automatically they can prepare their own food. Just like in plants, what happen in plants? How they prepare the glucose?
But
Hmm.
by the photosynthesis.
Yeah. What is the photosynthesis process? They take carbon dioxide. Okay. They take the
Sun.
water from the soil. Right. Yes. And then there is sunlight. and this will be converted into glucose C6H12O6 and oxygen, right? This is the now you see the plants are relying on the natural resources. They are using the
Yeah.
carbon dioxide, they are using water. You are not adding anything in them. You are not giving them specific things. Okay? They prepare their own food.
Yeah.
We just give them those things which are needed for their, if you want to increase the yield. Just like I told you about the fertilizers. We add fertilizers to the crops, okay? To some of
Yeah.
the crops. Why we add fertilizers to the crop? To increase the yield of the crops, to increase the product value. Okay,
Mm. Yeah.
but we don't give them things for their to grow in number. Okay, they will grow in number by their own mean because plants are autotrophic in nature, while
Mhm.
human beings are heterotrophs. They rely on some other organisms. Okay, for the food.
Mm.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there is, yeah, this is all we have done: movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. Now we will discuss the classification. I hope you are clear with all these. If you have any confusion, you can ask me right now in any of the part, like how
No.
living organisms. Okay. I have given you a detailed
Mm.
explanation of all these because we will be discussing these all in separate chapters as well. Like there will be a separate chapter for respiration, growth, reproduction, excretion, nutrition.
Mhm.
These all will be discussed in separate chapters. So that's why I have given you some of the details so that you can have idea about what will we discuss
Mhm.
later on. Okay. Now, what is classification? Classification, there are billions of species. In the first lecture, I told you there are approximately 1.4 million species which are being discovered, but there are many which are not discovered yet. Okay. So, how scientific community classify them? This is known as classification. Just like, there are many students in the school, but those students are categorized in different classes, right? According to their age, according to their mental ability, according to their if we talk about the specifically about grade 3 students, so definitely they will have same mental level, right? Their IQ level will be almost equal to each other. They will be of equal age. So this is how we categorize students in the school. Similar is the case
Mhm.
over here that we have many species. We have billions, 1.4 million species are being discovered, and there are yet more to be discovered. So those how they are classified in the scientific community, this we will study. This is known as taxonomy, scientific taxonomy. Okay,
Mhm.
it is a specific terminology, scientific taxonomy. Whenever someone asks you what is scientific taxonomy, what will be your answer? What is scientific taxonomy?
It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a group of organisms
Mm.
and
You will say it is a
uh,
way of organizing, it is a way of categorizing, not it is a way of categorizing organisms into different groups.
group.
Yes, it is written over here that classification is a method of scientific taxonomy used to group and categorize organisms into groups such as genus or species. This we will discuss in the next slide, upcoming slide. But till now, are you clear till this? That uh,
Yes.
it is a method of scientific taxonomy. Scientific taxonomy means classification used to group and categorize organism into groups. Okay, such as genus or species.
Mhm.
These groups are known as taxa. Okay, these groups are known as taxa. That's why it is known as taxonomy. Basically, there are many organisms, and we have categorized those organisms based on the similarities in them, based on some common things in them. Okay, so those groups are known as taxa in biology. Okay, remember
Yeah.
this thing that you must remember specific terminologies for biology because examiner they love that whenever you write the exact terminologies which are being used in biology. Okay, biology is basically based on uh, there is so much information in biology, so you must know the scientific names of the things of the processes because we will be discussing different processes which are happening in the body, and different chemical reactions which are happening in the body. So this
Yeah.
is this is what we say that the groups are known as taxa. Okay,
Mhm.
are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, firstly, this was the person like Carlos Linnaeus. They have written Carl over here, Carl Linnaeus. In the 18th century, he was the first one who developed this system. Because otherwise it was difficult for people to uh, work on the same thing. For example, and he gave a system that was known as binomial nomenclature. Now, what does it mean? Binomial means it means whenever
Like
we
small.
talk up, sorry.
Is it like small creatures?
It is just like the naming, how we name things. And I will tell you why there is
Oh.
need of naming things in scientific community. Binomial nomenclature means bi means two, nomial means to give two names in the nomenclature that is list. Okay. Basically, whenever we talk about any organism, we say that it has two names. Okay. It has how many names? Just like you have surname and you have your name, then your father name. Similarly, every
Yes.
species will have its name will be of two parts. Okay, in scientific community, its name will be of two parts. Okay,
Hmm.
so there will be two parts of the name. This is known as binomial nomenclature, just like human beings. Okay, the human beings in scientific community we say human beings as Homo sapiens. Okay, this is the scientific name of human beings. So you see there are two names, Homo and sapien. The first name will be the genus. It is the genus of the mm, uh, organism, and the sapien means it is the species name. Okay, it is the species name. This you will understand. Firstly, just tell me now what is binomial nomenclature. What is the meaning of binomial nomenclature?
It's like from
It is
human beings to
not only human being, it is about all the species. We can simply
organisms.
say binomial nomenclature is the formal way of naming scientific naming, not just naming, scientific naming. Formal way of giving scientific names to different species. Okay,
Hmm.
are you clear with this? And it is a
Yes.
formal way of giving scientific names to different species. Now, why it is needed? When just like the we have different languages, right? So human
Mhm.
beings in Urdu we say insan, right? We say insan. In some
Yeah.
other language they say human being with some other language. Okay, so when scientists were working on the same species, so there was confusion at that time that even though that species was same, but in different countries, different scientists were using different names for that particular species. Just like onion. What do you say onion in Arabic? What language you speak? What is the common language over there? Your native language? Any language except that of English. You can you understand the Urdu words?
A little bit.
Yeah. Just I am talking about onion, and the onion is known as pyaz. In Urdu,
Mm.
we say it pyaz. Okay. In some regions,
Yeah.
it is known as basal. In some
Hmm.
other region, it is known as wasal. Okay. It has different names in different communities, in different because there is a language barrier. Okay, every country uses their own native language. So when scientists were working on onion, some scientists were reporting their work with onion. Some were saying some other name. So there was a problem. Uh, this problem was resolved by the binomial nomenclature. In this, they fixed the name. Okay, they fixed the name of that thing. Just like for human beings, in Pakistan we speak Urdu, we say insan. Okay, we say insan,
Mm.
or we say log. Like log in Urdu, I can write in Urdu if you can understand, or insan. Okay, in Pakistan we speak like this. But so to avoid this confusion, what was done? The scientists they gave the Carlos Linnaeus he gave the binomial nomenclature in which he fixed the name. Okay, in which he fixed a
Mhm.
name that is Homo sapien. So in the world wherever any scientist is working on human being in any field, he will use the terminology Homo sapien. Okay, so everyone will understand. Because Homo sapien mean they are talking about human beings. Are you getting my point? What I'm saying? Okay, it gives the uniqueness to every species.
Mhm. Okay.
And for the clarity, for the purpose of clarity. Okay, it is for the purpose of clarity. Just like, for example, some Turkish people, they have worked on the human beings. Maybe they are studying the psychology of the human beings. So maybe they are using some other words for the human being. I don't know what they use, but if they report their work in a scientific community, if they submit their work in a scientific community, no one will understand except that of Turkish people. Okay, they will understand this. I can't understand, you
Mm.
cannot understand what they're saying. So to avoid this problem, this scientific naming system was given, and this is known as binomial nomenclature. Clear?
Mhm.
Are
Mm.
you getting this? And this system is basically
Yes.
based on the Latin or Greek. Most of the names you will see they will be from the Latin or from the Greek language. Okay, because at that time most of the work was done in the Latin and the Greek language. Clear? I can give you some
Mm.
examples, just like for human beings, there is Homo sapiens. For this is one example. Like for tiger, wherever anyone is doing research on tiger, they will use Panthera tigris. Okay, and whenever you write the name in binomial nomenclature, always the first name will be with capital P with a capital letter, and the second will be with a small letter. Are you getting this? Whenever you are
Yes.
writing binomial nomenclature of any species, in binomial nomenclature you will have two names of one species. Okay, there are two parts. The first part will
Mhm.
be with capital letter. Okay, it will start with capital letter, and it will start with the second name will start with small letters. Okay,
Mhm.
clear? Are you clear with the difference? So tiger in scientific community is known as